And I almost never go live on YouTube, so it's something I'm going to start soon. I'm like 10 subscribers away from 1,000, and then they take the limits off when you can go live on YouTube. So like, subscribe to me if you're seeing this. And I wanted to talk today just a little bit as I'm walking home. I went for a walk with my friend around the neighborhood, and I want to talk a little bit about a common theme that we hear a lot when people resist the ideas of non-coercive collaborative parenting is that it doesn't prepare kids for the workplace. They have to get the work done. They have to deal with consequences. If they don't have consequences, how are they going to know? Responsibility, accountability, following authority, all that kind of stuff. And yet, if you talk to somebody who's a manager, who works with people, who's hiring people on a regular basis, and the people who have to fire people who aren't working out, you will soon find that it's not the people who are afraid of consequences and bow down to authority that are the greatest employees, that are the most valuable employees. It's the people that can think for themselves, the people that know how to collaborate with each other, the people that have a sense of themselves so they can receive feedback without, getting defensive, and they can speak their minds, and they know how to work together harmoniously, and they care about the people on their team. They care about the work that they're doing because they care about the people. It's simply not true that kids need, harsh treatment in order to prepare them for a job. Now, first of all, I want to say that childhood is not about preparing kids for a job. It really isn't. They have years and years and decades to live in that environment and have to do things and have to work through things and have to deal with authority and have to worry about the consequences and all that kind of stuff. When they're kids, that's not the time for that. They have decades and decades of it. Let's instead let them be kids. Let them enjoy life as much as possible, because even for kids, life is so hard and so full of stress. It's not like they don't have to deal with limits and boundaries and consequences and authority everywhere in their lives. The question is, how can we really empower kids? So there's two sides to this. One is, let's not plan our entire parenting philosophy around helping our kids get a job. And secondly, even if we do that, let's think deeply about what really helps kids, what really helps kids get along in the world. My kid, for example, who's almost 25, never been punished, never been given a consequence, never had rules, never had forced limits, none of that stuff that is mainstream parenting. Every job she goes to, she's like almost immediately the favorite employee. Why? Because she actually knows how to tune into the other person and see their needs, and then collaborates with them on how to meet those needs. And that's something that happens all the time in a work environment, right? So something as simple as that, helping kids with that, rather than having a punishment and reward mindset, rather than thinking about authority as being this intense thing that they have to do, they have to follow. That's not really going to help them when they get out there and they're trying to make their way in the world. Having people skills, communication skills, collaboration skills, self-regulation skills, and being able to know their own emotions and be able to work with other people. This is what really lifts people up. All right, I'm just going to make this a short one because it's freezing and I'm going to go inside. But I wanted to just share that idea with you. And I'm going to write an article about it, which is going to be much more in depth. But that's it. All right. Peace, everybody. I love you to follow me here on YouTube and also Facebook on Meaningful Ideas, and Instagram and Twitter, all Meaningful Ideas, and my blog that has almost 400 articles on it is at meaningfulideas.com. And if you'd like to work with me more personally in our weekly coaching group that I host with Sujai Johnson, my collaborator, you can find us at gentleparentsunite.com. And that's it, everybody. Peace out.